Hey everyone, welcome back to Auto Anatomy. I'm Sean. Thank you so much for watching. Before we get started, I just want to give a huge shout out to all of our new supporters and subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing and supporting us with parts and encouragement and things like that. You are the reason that I'm still able to do this. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button and click on the bell to be notified when new videos come out. You can also click on the little link above to go to our merch page, and you can pick up cool Auto Anatomy gear. We've got t-shirts and phone cases and hoodies and that kind of stuff. Before we get started on today's video, there's something that's just on my heart that I need to get off my chest a little bit. So a few days ago, I posted a picture of me getting my second COVID vaccine. And I knew it was going to be an emotionally charged thing, but I wasn't quite prepared for some of the reactions that I got. Most people were kind and encouraging, but I did have some people reach out privately to me and say, Sean, you really need to apologize for posting that and take that down because you don't want to include politics in your YouTube channel. So you're going to lose subscribers and that kind of stuff. So something you need to know, first and foremost, above making YouTube videos, above, restoring classic cars and that kind of stuff, is I'm an ICU nurse practitioner. So I take care of almost exclusively COVID patients for right about a year now. And 2020 was horrific for everyone in healthcare. And if posting a picture showing me getting a vaccine causes some problems, then I can't help that. But for me, it is one tiny little glimmer of hope in a very dark place of 2020 for most of the healthcare industry. So I know I may lose some subscribers, and that's something that I'm willing to deal with because this is who I am, and I'm not going to apologize for sharing that photo, and I'm not going to take it down. So enough talk about that. Getting on to today's video. So as you can see, the car is still not here, so garage is empty. So the Porsche is still getting painted. That doesn't mean there aren't things that we can do on the car. So if you're familiar at all with the 944 taillights, 924s and 944s are the same, then you know that when you hit the lights, I think only like this light comes on and that this one is empty. So one of the mods that you can do for it, there's a company called Only 944 that sells a kit to add a light bulb into here as well, so that you can just increase the amount of light that comes from that. And this is a good time to go ahead and just clean up the lights, polish the lenses, go through, replace all the bulbs, do that mod on the tail light lens, and so when the car comes back from paint, we can just slap them in and it will be much brighter at night. The other things that we've got to do are pretty minor, like little rubber bumper overriders. On the front, when we took those off initially, a couple of the studs broke off, so I had to weld some like threaded rod back on there, and I figured that was going to happen on the back, and it did. So I need to just repair a couple of those and then just get everything cleaned up. So hopefully the car will be coming back here in the next couple of weeks, and I cannot wait to see what it looks like. I'm so ready to get this car back together and start driving it and enjoying it. But enough talking, let's get started. And as an aside, this came in today from one of our subscribers. He reached out and heard that we had the heater motor die on the car and sent this along. So thanks, Matt. I really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to having heat, but I'm not looking forward to taking the dashboard apart. So thank you very much. All right, got this is the passenger side on the bench here, and just going to take it apart, go through it all, clean it, probably replace all the bulbs, clean the contacts, that kind of stuff. And then I want to polish these lenses because, man, they are funky. And I don't know, maybe try and figure a way to paint that stripe right through there because it's kind of faded. I don't know. We'll just take it apart and see what it looks like. Oh, and then we've got the light kit from Only 944, which adds that second bulb. I don't know if you're going to be able to see. Look at all that crap down in there. This is really why I wanted to clean it out. It's just junk down in there from 40 years of sitting. this is the main board here, and you can see that, yeah, it is that middle one here. So that one that doesn't have a bulb. So what I think is this only 944 kit just plops another bulb right in there. So I guess you just fold these tabs back and push that in. Okay. I think this is as good a time as any to just replace all these bulbs. Just put some new ones in. So you can see they're all kind of full of dielectric grease, which I guess I'm grateful for, so it hasn't like corroded, but I don't know. They're just, you can see it's all dirty. So we'll clean everything up and get these new tabs, or these new bulb things installed, and then figure out a way to clean this out, because man, this is really what I want to do. I want the lights to be a whole lot better than that. Okay, round one. Let's see how that works. Oh, I actually did pretty decent. I'm impressed. A little bit better. I think a couple more shots of that and we won't even have to try and put these on a buffer. Unfortunately, that means more work for me. Oh well. Moving on to the light board and the light mod, since we're not using an original socket, and we got this kit from only 944, it looks like you've got to bend these tabs over so that you can push the socket through this way. I hope that's right, because, well, I'm bending the tabs over. Okay, so I think this is just going to push through something like that, and then, okay, so this is my ground. There's no instructions that come with this. Maybe they're online, but you know that would involve me actually reading instructions, and I'm not going to do that. So let's figure this out. So this looks like it will just go on here, and then that's my ground, and then my power on this side, and that's it. So bulbs in, put everything back together, and we should have doubled our taillight capacity. Okay, got new bulbs in, and let's see what it does. Hopefully, this is a little brighter. All right, now we're going to test it. Now, the thing to know about German cars is black is not ground. Black is not ground. Usually ground on German cars is brown. So I've just got a little power supply here. And see what we can find here. Okay, is great. That is not the one I want to hook up. Oops. I've got the extra light hook up to the backup light. That's not going to work. Which one is that? Okay, so it's this one that I need to hook up to here. Okay, well, let me take it back apart again and fix that. Hold on just a second. Okay, take two. Now we've got the wire switched around a little bit. Now, when I check this out, this light should not come on with the backup light. It should come on. So that's the backup. There we go. So instead of just being this one, now it's got this one. One light down, one more to go. Oh, look at that. All these light bulbs are disgusting. Good thing I'm changing them all anyway. because I don't think I can even get this one out. Now the last thing we've got to do before getting the car back is to fix the rear bumper pads. Now if you look here, you can see where these are the bolts that are supposed to be there. It's supposed to look like this. That when you took them off, every one of them broke except for that one. So what I did was I went down to my Ace Hardware and I got a piece of like 1/4 threaded rod and just cut it into some like 1/8 sections. And we're going to cut this off flush here and then weld this onto the end so that we've got a new stud. And then we'll get these restored, and that'll pretty much be it for all the little things before the car comes back. Alright, as you can see, one down. Went ahead and ground out the rubber around the stud there so that I could get down to bare metal. Got the studs welded on. So one down, one more to go. This one I'm just going to have to figure out what to do because I don't know if I want to cut that one off flush or just weld to it, and I don't know. I'll figure it out. So we've got all the tail lights put back together, got the 944 tail light mod done, so it's going to be a little bit brighter at night when we hit the lights. Got all the rubber bumpers, the new studs welded on, reconditioned, ready to go, and the next step is just waiting on the car to come back from paint. I'm hopeful that here within a week or two we can get the car back, so stay tuned. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button and clicking on the bell to be notified when new videos come out, because you don't want to miss what this car is going to look like when it comes back. Thank you so much for watching. God bless. We'll see y'all later.